Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally. Today I have 4 trash to treasures, great gift ideas for Christmas, and how to make a nativity crèche from barn board. So starting with number 1, a couple weeks ago my husband had picked up this thing at the dump, which is some kind of a little shelf, and so I gave it a good cleaning and took out the linen white chalked paint to make it look more like my home. And then I gave that 2 coats. And once that was fully dry, I did go ahead and distress the edges and then ended up wet distressing it a little bit as well to let some of that wood show through. Then a few weeks back, I had picked up this wallpaper in the next town over from somebody who was getting rid of it for free. I cut off a piece of that and I went ahead and decoupaged that into the bottom, giving this a just a nice cushion because it was sort of a press board. And then I cleaned my jars that were holding in my bathroom, Q-tips and soaps and cotton balls. And I thought, what a great gift this would be if you found something like this, because everybody has this sort of thing in their bathroom. And I thought it just was a really quick and easy way to just dress it up a bit. A few other ideas of something that you could do: give somebody some coffee or some hot cocoa in a mug, or use it as just a decor stand in your home with some Christmas items or anything else that you might have hanging around. I actually liked it as a tea, cream, and sugar holder for if you have company, or for a bedside table to put some items on beside your bed for sleep at night. You could give it as a gift with a number of soaps and lotions. So altogether, I thought, wow, this was a great little thing. I initially didn't have a great idea for it. Now I have several. So that is number 1. So on to number 2. We had gotten a bed frame earlier in the season, and it had 2 of these pieces of wood. You may remember that I turned one of them into this Christmas tree sign, which I love, and I had another one left over, so I went ahead and painted that and distressed it as well. And then I printed on some tissue paper in blue something that I wanted to go along with these IOD brocante stamp transfers that have that beautiful line of birds. So I distressed the edges and then went ahead and cut that tissue paper wording out so that I could decoupage that directly onto the arch of the piece of wood. A little tricky on word, but I was able to get that to arch. The queen of this decoupage is Sandra at the Schwowen's Nest. If you have not seen her channel, you definitely want to tune into that. She's got some fabulous things that she has decoupaged over time. And so once I got that decoupaged underneath and on top, I went ahead and cut out the line of birds to fit the part that was left. And I did have to cut one of them so that I could fit it on there. And then just using the stick that they gave me, went ahead and transferred that on, and it is so sweet. I did go ahead the next day and bring it outside and spray it with a clear coat to preserve it. Easy thing that you can do for a Christmas gift. Paint an item, let it cure, and a day or 2 later, go ahead and put a transfer on it. It's easy, but it's very unique and beautiful. On to number 3. These are the only 2 things my husband found at the dump this week. It's getting sparse due to the cold, but this pair of candle holders was lovely, but one of them was chipped. I did give them a good clean and went through my house, and you might remember earlier this summer he had brought home some white ironstone. So I pulled out some of those plates, and then I also remembered I had a bluish-gray plate from the dollar store in my stash, and I put them together just to kind of see what it would look like, and really matches the things on my hutch pretty well. Then I tried something wood. This is like one of those little cloches or cheese boards. That would be adorable as well, but I thought that I would probably stick with the plates. So I took out my E6000 and my hot glue gun, and if you do this, always keep them separate from one another. One is a quick hold and one is a long-term hold, but you don't want to mix them because they can be toxic. Find the center, sets up very quickly, and looks adorable. So I think this is a very cheap and easy way to make a gift. Put two items together. You can even get them at the dollar store and decorate them with something that you love or that person that you want to give a gift to loves. Everybody loves birds and birds' nests and things like that. So that's a great way to do it. You could also put a Christmas tree on it for this season that we're in, and I actually liked it in my pantry with a few little cups on it. I thought it was cute. And so that brings us to number 4, how to make a nativity out of barn board. I have this nativity that I bought at, I think, Home Goods years ago, and it came with a very contemporary base, never really had a crèche. But if you'll remember, my husband got this wonderful load of barn board from a friend, and so he helped me cut down the wood that I needed to make a nativity or a crèche for the nativity for the Holy Family. And so we just simply cut a base, square, and then 2 sides the same, and a back to fit, to leaving the front open. We glued it and tapped it with the staple gun, and then cut 2 roof pieces out of the barn board and just made a simple house, leaving a part of the back open for some light where that triangle piece would be over the roof. And then once we put that together, clamped it, and let it stay overnight, I did go ahead and put it in the shower and bathed it really well because it was pretty dirty coming out of the barn. Added a little bit of the wax, antiquing wax and water mixture to stain a little bit of the edges, the raw edges. And I think that it came out really nice. It's very rustic. It's just what I was hoping for. I absolutely love to have a nativity, a manger scene up in our family. Jesus is absolutely the reason for the season, and so we wouldn't want to have a Christmas without it. And this would make a fantastic gift if you know somebody that might like a nativity. I would love to know which is your favorite and if there's any inspiration for gift making for you. So I will see you in the next one, and I thank you for stopping by. Take care.